6:40. I guess. Well, it looks really hazy on the freaking phone. Kind of a slow day so far. Of course, it's in the title. But I've been catching some, at least little ones this time. Last time I caught a bunch of them, then I went live and I couldn't catch any. This water's getting clear. So, and I just caught some fairly recently on the Rooster Tail. But I also got the drop shot. I mean. Oh, there's one. Little guy. Yay. Man, they are teeny now. Teeny. But still, a fish on the Rooster Tail. Water's cleared up, so I'm thinking they're going to hit this thing better in the evening. How's it going? I'm obviously playing around with teeny fish. This water's cleared up a lot, so. I was here live last time. It was pretty murky. I could only see down about 6-8 inches. Now my glasses on, I can see down about 2 feet or more. The Rooster Tails. Dude, what's up? Freaking comments are different now. It's a black background. The comments used to always be a white background. Now they got a black background. They just changed that. It wasn't like that last time. Remember last time everybody kept doing a comment so I would light up. Now suddenly the background of the comment's black. That's weird. Yeah, I've been trying the Rooster Tails a bunch of other places too. Getting out of the middle end of summer, so I've still been filming a lot of shows, but the bites have been getting slower. Most of the lakes, the bites have just really sort of slowed down. And a lot of lakes are actually drawing down really good right now. They're really quick. I just did a show at Uvis, and actually the water dropped while I was filming. I haven't checked the footage too much, but I'm pretty sure it dropped like 4 or 5 inches. Or not 4 or 5 inches, like a couple inches or more while I was fishing in 6 hours. Yeah. Only other place I really go live is the pier. Or, well, Stevens, Kiter Creek Lakes, once in a while. I'd like to go to Amadam, but like I said, everybody keeps saying it's closed. They say they go there and fish anyway. There's signs that say closed. We got a different wind today, though. The wind's actually going the opposite direction of. Oh. See, last time I went live with this thing, I couldn't catch a freaking fish. This time I got here early. I've been fishing for a while. Wayne's actually here. He had about how big was that fish that ate your little fish? About 5 pounds? He went over there underneath the trees, caught a fish. And a big, like 5-pounder came up, ate his little one he had hooked right at the shore. I don't know. It's really hazy if you can tell. I mean, actually, let me get on this side. Over there. Whoa, I got a fish on the drop. I stopped to talk to you guys and freaking fish smacked it. That was weird. Yeah, but over there, oh, you can see those. It's the same, yeah. Right. Oh, where is it? Actually, right there. Right there, those 2 trees right there. Behind that, you should be able to see the mountains, but it just looks white. It's like a really weird. Oh, it's just really weird and hazy. I said this water's definitely cleared up since the last time I was here. The last time I got here was a little bit murky. I started throwing the freaking rooster tail, and I caught fish like I caught one of the first casts, caught a bunch of them. Last time I heard, last time live, I think, the last week or something. Uh, Somebody said they fished anyway. The signs were up. So I don't know. To me, that means no. I don't know if there's a number you can call them and ask. There might be, but as far as I know, it's closed. I don't know. It's the middle of summer. It's still hot over there. I can't see the algae going away. When they had it last time, it was barely even green when I saw it. It was like starting right in the beginning of summer, right after like beginning of June or something, or end of May, and they had it closed. There wasn't even that much algae. It was like a little bit green, but I don't know. It's a really sensitive there about algae. And they tell you not even let your dog go in it. They tell you like, I'm like, guys, it's just algae. It's not even blue green algae. Like in this lake, I filmed a really cool blog yesterday, guys. I think it might be going up tomorrow. It's a cool, fun one. It has nothing to do with fishing, but it's a lot of fun to film. It's been like 5 hours hanging out in this place and filming this cool footage. I think I'm gonna finish it up tonight. Something different. Throwing something different on. Whoa, whoa, look at that. It's like Cass going over the top of me. He's right over there, guys. We're crisscrossing each other right now. What are you throwing? He's throwing the Carolina still. Yeah, it's been slow. Been a lot of little ones. I've caught like, I don't know, since I've been here for a while, I've caught like 20 fish, but they're all teeny. 15, 20, something like that. Got a lot of them drop shot, but they're all teeny. But I'm actually getting them on this thing. Oh, you're gonna try it? Yeah. You can always go to New Almaden. I just filmed there a couple days ago. Anyway, you have to park and walk like 10 miles to get there. I might have to go back to the chartreuse. That's what I was getting most of them on. Oh, they've really slowed down, I guess. But one of my viewers came by on a boat and he said he caught 5, 2 on a chatterbait, and I think 3 on a crank. He said he had to slow it way down. He was like really slow rolling it. What happened to my freaking? Yeah, and I'm here this time. Remember last time? Throwing that way. Not on the rooster tail, but I caught the 3 good ones on a drop shot. I've been throwing over there. I don't know. I've probably thrown like 30, 40 casts that way. Can't even get a bite. I'll try it now. Yeah, that used to be the hot spot, but I can't get anything over there. I couldn't even get anything. I threw the drop shot. I threw like 5 different colors over there. And nothing. Went right through that tree. Nothing. They've all been like right out here in front of me this way. Wayne, what day did you have that good day? Sat here Saturday in the morning. You caught 2 6s? Caught 2 6s and then later a 5? In the morning, though, when it was foggy, right? But the fog in this clear in water, lower light conditions. Said last week when I caught them all. Anyway, I caught some in the evening. Now. They were on the rooster tail bite because murky. They could see it, but they couldn't see it as much. So I think it was a much more attractive bait that day. Plus, I saw a lot of them. I saw a couple chase something out here on the surface. Well, I might switch back and try the chartreuse. Also got a black colored one. I got a darker colored one, but I threw that earlier. I didn't get any bites on it. Had to buy a bunch more of them since. I mean, I lost the chartreuse one on a fish last time. Snapped me off on my whopping 6-pound line I'm using. Turned out to be a good evening though. I think I'm gonna switch to the freaking chartreuse. So you bought a bunch of them, huh? So they're good to have, especially if you have schooling fish. If you get those fish coming up schooling for shad and that. In a pressured lake and that, where there's a lot of people fishing swim baits and surface lures, everything else. You get them schooling those shad, and these rooster tails can catch. Ooh. Whoa, I looked up and there's a big, it disappeared for a second. I look up and there were two big swirls behind it. Finally, I got something to actually come up going this way. Oh, that time I scared a fish out of the water. Whoa. Casting dangerously close to these weeds. Yeah, one totally swirled at it right there. He swirled. He missed it, but he swirled it. So I'm still working it just like a jerk bait. Working along with little jerks. Fish should start hitting it back. So I might have to go to the chartreuse. Drop shot too. I've been trying every single color on the drop shot. I tried the brown and purple. Actually didn't get a bite on it. Of course, the water's getting clear. It's usually a darker watercolor. Got a couple hits on the Sparkle Ghost, the clear with the blue and the gold flake. Caught a bunch of them on the green pumpkin, straight green pumpkin. And then I switched to green pumpkin purple swirl, and I got like 4 or 5 on that. On the rooster tail, I've got them on. I have one that's I bought one that's kind of like a bumblebee, black and yellow. It's got a yellow on the black and yellow on the blade. Cut them on the white. That's what I'm using now. Cut them on the straight chartreuse. I tried the green one, didn't get a bite. I tried the darker, the black one, blackish, kind of like a smoke, the black on the feather part. Not a bite. So far, it's been white and straight chartreuse that's gotten the most activity. But that one guy when I was here that made me remember how fun and how many I can usually catch on the rooster. He was using a straight chartreuse. But he was using one. This is an 1/8 ounce. He was actually using a little 1/16 ounce. But he was throwing it on a spinning reel. It's kind of hard to even throw this 1/8 ounce on a freaking bait caster. You better be really proficient at a bait caster to throw something this teeny on it. and be able to cast it that far out there. When we got Wayne using a baitcaster now. Wayne's jumped up to the baitcaster guy. What? Not yet. He has it here. He has the pole here. I set it up for him so he could cast it. And, uh, he couldn't figure it out. I mean, I cast it. It's actually one of the formulas that Ricardo gave him. It's the same one that I just gave away. And needs to be oiled that. It's got a little bit of abuse on it, but I hooked it up for him. And I was able to throw it pretty darn far. You just got to learn that whole. No, he's here. They just said no Wayne today. Well, no, he's here. He's right there. Right there on the other side of the fence. But we're getting a little one. It's a dink fest. At least in the beginning of this, I caught a couple on the rooster tail. Oh, one just smacked it. That's fun when they hit this. You can tell. What? I missed it. Sorry. AJNC. When you work this in, when they hit it, you're like reeling in, and all of a sudden it just like disappears. It's like reeling in, and they just knock slack into it. It just disappears. And then you go like that to bring in slack, and usually happen, but if not, yeah, it's a really weird bite. It's like they swipe at it, or every time they hit it, they come at you with it because you'll be reeling in, all of a sudden it just disappears. It's like because you can feel the resistance from the plate, but it'll just suddenly disappear. Whoa. Another one just did it. Do the old cast over the shoulder angle. Did I cast over you? Oh, you're going that way. Oh, there's one. This is what I'm getting right now on this. I was getting them at least like 7, 8 inches. Now I'm getting them like 3 or 4 inches. Proofs they'll hit it though. Yay. Still, I said, if you have little kids or. Wait, first, yeah, that'd be fun. That's a different idea. That would be fun. Do a giveaway live, but each cast is somebody's name, and then just keep going till I catch the first fish, and whoever's name's in the rotation wins it. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be an interesting one. I'm actually gonna do a quick little giveaway soon. Not today, but pretty soon I'm gonna go up and do a quick little giveaway with some spinnerbaits. Actually, full made, custom done spinnerbaits. In the next, I don't know, soon. Within the next week or so, I'm gonna come on and do a quick little giveaway. Man, without this wind, I can really cast this thing good. Earlier there was a pretty heavy crosswind, and I was having some trouble with this light thing. The white's getting a little bit. I'm gonna go back and try the chartreuse, and then I'll try the. I think I got the color dialed in. I think the green pumpkin purple swirl on the little dropping stick seemed to have the best attention. That and just straight green pumpkin. So. All right. Let me switch up and try the. Let me go grab it. Let me try the chartreuse. Let me try the straight chartreuse. Switch it up. Give them different looks. Perfect evening though. Wind was blowing a little bit. Should put a tray on the bottom of my tripod. That'd be nice. I can hook up a tray on it. That way I don't have to run to get my baits from my far away. I have a little tray below it and have all my selections on it. See, it's a little bit different. The chartreuse has gold blade. Gold blades are actually supposedly more visible in darker water, stained water, cloudy water. Silver supposedly stands out more in clear water. I said this water's getting fairly clear, but I'm gonna throw the chartreuse anyway because it's getting low light conditions. I don't know what all this haze is though. Doesn't seem to be smoke, just hazy. It's not. I haven't seen a carp jump yet. You any carp jumping lately?
Not today.
I haven't seen.
Last time I was here, yeah.
They were jumping like crazy,
Nah, not like crazy.
but I haven't seen one single carp today. I mean, I
After
was.
one morning, I guess when they were spawning, they were like all over this grass and stuff,
Oh yeah.
splashing all over it.
Oh yeah. When they're spawning, they're fun to watch. They'll like plow through everything.
Yeah, like
Whoa.
bulldozers.
Yeah, I was at Clear Lake. They were spawning.
That's the first time I ever saw that.
Oh yeah, dude. Now you know why a lot of bass fishermen don't like them because they tear the crap out of everything in their way.
Yeah, they were destroying everything.
They rip it up. You see like stuff floating everywhere and the plants floating and get those big like freaking 25, 30 pounders going through there, just ripping everything up.
All right, Scott, I'm out of here, brother.
You're out.
Yeah, I gotta be at work at 4.
Ooh. All right, guys. See, he's taking off. Give him a wave. He's got to work at 4 in the morning. So, and he's like an hour away from here. He's down in Greenfield. So he drives quite a bit. What's good? Nothing around here. I said I've been filming a lot of shows and I've been at a lot of different lakes and I don't know. It's finally kind of slowed down a little bit. It's slowing down in most of these lakes right now. At least for me. At least where I'm fishing is slowing down, and what I'm fishing. But oh, there's a little guy. Definitely got to do the smallest bay, the smallest fish today. I've actually caught one smaller than this one. Oops. Well, luckily it's downhill. He found himself back into the water. Okay, now Wayne's gone. I wanted to cast more that way, but he was over there casting this way. Found a spot out there, right towards those two trees right there. There seems to be a bunch of stuff down there. There seems to be I don't know. Whoa, oh, it's stick ups, old roots from these plants over here that grew out there further. But that's where I was getting them all in the drop shot. I was aiming towards those two trees right there. The ones between that one and the eucalyptus. But I was over there throwing to them, but it was just something with this angle. A lot of times with fishing, it's the angle that you bring it across. they seem to want it more coming this way across this than when I was over there casting across it the other way. Or maybe I was just cast into the wrong spot and didn't know it. It was definitely right up there. Seemed to be a lot of something about it. It's got like 4 little ones at least. Better than last time. I didn't catch anything on the rooster tail. Had that one break off, but didn't actually catch anything. Serious too. If you go to it like, whoa, those are little teeny guys. Oh, he's still there. Hey, look, they're getting smaller. If I can catch one the actual size of the bait, that'll be really impressive. If you go to like little farm ponds, with the one smaller than this, or even the one this size, you can usually catch a lot of really. If it has big bluegill in it, you can catch the, you know what, and crappie too. Crappie love these little rooster tails. I caught one of them in one of my shows a while ago. Had a white one I found at I think I found it at Uvis, and I threw it out at the launch ramp, and I caught a nice like pound crappie on it, and had a bunch of other bites, and then I lost it. But I think it works better than like a lot of people are like Castmaster or the kind of spoon thing, or the MEP spinners and that. I think the original rooster tail works better. You can get them pretty big. I mean, you can get them up to like quarter, half ounce, I think. Might want those if you're area where there's, there's school and bigger fish. But, whoa, it disappeared again on me. it just went away. So they always just seem to come up behind it and hit it from behind, and it just disappears. So there'd be some surface activity from little. There's a bunch of hard hit minnows in here that are cruising around. Yeah, I was gonna try and go live earlier in the day, but I couldn't really catch anything on the rooster. I'm catching more now, or getting more bites now. And I'm like, whoa! I saw that one actually smack it. Come on, let me hook a good one. At least one that's close to a keeper. Of course, all the fish I've been getting throwing the drop shot have been the same size. Yeah, same size, but I haven't got anything close to a keeper yet. I haven't even felt any hits from anything that big. You figure if there's that much small bait out here, then it should be some bigger fish around that want to eat them. What's clear water? Morning, evening might be the deal. Oh, man, they are smacking it sometimes so hard. Oh, nope, maybe that was grass. It just stopped dead for a second. Maybe that was that grass. Nope, that was a fish. Not one. Oh, hey, they're getting a little bigger now, guys. Yeah, he has it underneath the jaw. This is funny. This is total opposite of the last time I tried this thing. Last time I was here, I couldn't get anything in the evening. Now suddenly they're starting to get pretty active on this thing. You can see how I'm working. Kind of like really light twitches, but more kind of like a jerk bait, but not as aggressive. Or kind of the way a lot of people, do a swim bait. They'll like, or not swim bait, but well, yeah, swim bait. A spinner bait or something. Will just kind of work it and give it jerks. I'm playing around too. I don't realize this reel is it's pretty fast. I think it's like 28, 29 inches of reel handle, which isn't fast compared to the 3-1, but I got to slow down more because I end up reeling it. I think they're a little further down. I tell myself to slow down the reel a little bit when I'm reeling it. They're not like right up at the surface right now. A little further down. I'll try drop shot a little bit here. Try drop shot through that same section, see if I can find a bigger fish hanging out. It'll be funny if I end up hooking that fish that I broke off last time. It's fun to catch a fish that has your lure in its mouth still. And that's a big truck. Should start smacking this thing better. All right, I was gonna show it to you guys. Yeah, yeah, it's my tourney special. It's the tourney special. I know it's backwards, but yeah, it's got a really flimsy tip. I couldn't throw it on the white pole. I mean, I could, but you're throwing something this light, 8 ounce, on a bait caster. You want a pretty freaking flimsy tip. I actually have a Abu Garcia that's a medium that has a much flimsier tip than this. I was thinking about hooking it up for it, but I don't know. This is just playtime, so I just figured I still got this 6 pound tied on. So figured I'd play around with it one more time. At least this time it's catching. Oh, look, a boat. It's actually one of my viewers. For live, I don't have many choices. For live, I don't have many choices. It's basically this lake. On what? Yeah, I've been catching a bunch of them on the Rooster tail, little one. Yeah, I don't have many choices for live. I've here. I have, like I said, I have Coyote Creek Lakes. I get reception there. Almaden, but it always seems to be closed. Vasona. I think Vasona is the middle of Los Gatos. I think I get reception there. But nothing in Anderson, nothing at Coyote. I actually didn't check when I was at the O'Neill Forebay. I might get reception there. It's kind of flat up against the backside of those hills. Chesbro, no reception. Uvis, no reception. New. Yeah, I was just there. Well, I wasn't at Guadalupe. I was at New Almaden. Below it, past it. Went to Guadalupe once to look at it with a friend. Really clear. Saw some bass swim, but I haven't really fished it. But yeah, I went to New Almaden and zero reception for me. Absolutely nothing. So I've been filming a bunch of shows there. Filmed a whole bunch of shows recently at all those different lakes, but can't go live there. It's the problem with problem with lakes in the valley. Lakes in the valley, and there's just no reception at all. I think I didn't fish it. I just went to look at it. Went to look at it because I'd heard about it. Sorry. Yeah, I went live once in Almaden. It was I don't know what happened. I forgot all my batteries. Went to film a show and went to change my battery and realized, see you later. Realized I forgot all my batteries, so I went live. And all the fish I'm getting, all the bites I'm getting, seem to be this way. Yeah. Whoa. One smacked it again. I'm gonna try to eat that drop shot up. I got a bunch of shows coming up, guys. I got a whole bunch of shows. I just can't find time to edit. It's every day off. Since I only have like 2 a week usually. Uh, I want to go film a show. My schedule lately, they have me working so early. And a lot of times I come here after work and go live, or I go home and try to edit. But no. It takes me about 6 to 8 hours usually for me to edit one of my shows. A normal one that I spend all day at the lake. And a lot of times at night I only get like 2 hours, maybe three if I'm lucky to spend time editing. So I just sometimes it takes 2 or 3, 4 days before I get a chance to fully edit a whole show. Because I don't like, I used to kind of rush them and cut a lot of stuff out. And I don't know. I'd rather spend the time and make a better show and a longer show that's more comprehensive. Whoa. Geez, you see that? I launched him. I've been to Margarita. That's my home lake. Well, Pudding Stone's actually my original home lake, which is down in in L.A. Pomona. But yeah, other than that, Margarita, I spent I had a boat on that lake for like 10 years. I used to be out 4 or 5 days a week on that lake. I think last time I was down there, I think it's been about 5 years since I've been there. I didn't do a show there. I went there with a viewer. I actually fished a tournament there with him. And actually, it's funny, I hadn't been there in I don't know how long. I think it's been about 10 years since I'd been there, and I took him to all my spots that I used to fish back in the early 2000s and caught fish in the same spot. It was like February, early February. It was a winter, but I took him to some drop offs and some ledges and some of the rocky points. And I'm like, yeah, I used to always catch him on a jig here 10 years ago, and we caught him on jigs there. So if I have a good spot, it's always going to be good. There's a reason it's a good spot. And the fish will probably always be there. But was it warm down there? Oh yeah. My biggest 5 fish limit is out of there. My biggest 5 fish limit. I had, I think 30 pounds, close to 30 pounds. Actually had a limit, almost a full limit of 6 pounders out of there in one day. on a rattle trap. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, it's kind of like that. And San Jose's been cooler. Last few times I've been over there, it's only been low 80s. Yeah, I had a friend that Mark Hines, and he's a pro. A one bass and an ABA, I think, tournament in Margarita. He won both of them with 36 pounds, 36-pound limit in the ABA, and then he went back and repeated a 36-pound limit in the one bass, throwing jigs. Yeah, 36 pounds for 5 fish. He did it twice. And who was it? Oh, Jared Littner, the pro. Him and one of his buddies actually do a tournament there, just between the buddies, usually on Super Bowl Sunday, like 3 or 4 years ago, or something like that. 52-pound limit, anchored by I think a 12-pounder on Carolina on Alabama rigs. So yeah, there's big fish in Margaret. I think the lake records. I think the lake records 13. Actually, I think a couple years ago it got broke 13, like 13.1 and 13.2, and then I think now it's like 13.5 or 13.11. I caught an 18-pound striper out of there. Yes, there's actually still striped bass in Margarita. They haven't stocked them since the 70s, but they're still there. Whoa. Just missed another one. Yeah, it's crazy. That lake went down to 6%. I fished it when it was that slow. Yeah, I'm catching a lot of little ones. Well, not a lot, but I'm just playing around with the rooster tail right now. But it's been pretty slow. Everything we've caught has been teeny. Whoa. That one came up and took it like I was just getting ready to pull it and stop to pull it up, and then a little one grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, that lake. Well, if you were just there, the lake stopped at the second launch ramp. Yeah, you walk out the second launch ramp, look down, and way down, like it was a cliff, and the lake actually didn't make it to the second launch ramp. And in March '91, we had Miracle March. It filled up in that month, and then I think it was like '95 or '96. After that is when I caught that 18-pound striper. Everybody said, "Oh no, they haven't been striper. They can't spawn in freshwater. They haven't been here in years. They haven't stocked it since '74. There's none in here." Nope, they're still there. Oh yeah, well it has Floridas. They're Florida strain in coyote. There's been some. I don't know what the lake record is. I've seen plenty of tens. There's one actually Bassmaster in the Lunkers Club. That I think it was 10 or 11 pounds, but it was out of coyote. But that was back when they stocked it with trout. They don't stock it with trout anymore. If Florida bass and trout, they're gonna get big, but no more trout in there. So I'm sure there's still some big ones around, but they're not getting it near as big without that high protein trout diet. But oh yeah, the question was my biggest out there. I caught it on in one of my shows, 612, I think. Caught on one of my quarter-ounce flipping jigs that I actually made up in the car because it was raining. I sat in the car and I made the jig up, and then I went down. I think my first cast was the second cast. I got a 612 on my cool little flipping jigs, quarter ounce. Haven't fished much this year. It just hasn't been a good jig bite anywhere. Last year I was catching quite a few of my jigs, but this year I'm just not getting much of anything on them. I've been fishing a lot. I've been trying them, all the same spots. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but last year, well, it didn't get as much rain this year. They didn't fill up as much. But some reason last year was a better jig bite. All right, I'm gonna try the drop shot for a sec. Just a sec. Go rumble. All right, I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah. Trust me, my biggest out of there is only. I've got a lot of sixes. Oh, actually, no, I caught two 7.5s, 7.10s or something out of there, almost eight. But I've had bigger fish hook that have busted me off. I've had some on a crank and stuff that just freaking spooled me, and I don't think they were the. I don't think they were the striper. You know, I had one on a surface lure too, on a big super spook. And man, that thing hit and just took off out to deep water, and all of a sudden he turned towards me, and I had a slow ratio reel, and I was trying to catch up with him, and suddenly he was gone. But I don't know. Could have been a striper. I don't know. It's kind of in close to shore, so I don't think it was. But and I've snapped a lot of them off in there flipping. When it gets high enough and you get the weeds and stuff, I've set the hook and snapped off some big fish, or had them in there and they got wrapped up and bulldozed me and snapped off. Because I only flip with 17-pound mono. I like to give the fish, somewhat of a chance. I like to go down there again. Like I said, I haven't been there in a long time. I want to do a slow tour because Margarita, Lopez, Nacimiento, San Antonio. But I used to also fish all the local. There's like 8 ponds on the backside of Cal Poly. So I went to Cal Poly slow. I think there's actually like 8 ponds up there that you can fish. That all have bass in them, and they have crappie in them and bluegill. They're up in the back of the. Well, I don't know. That campus has expanded like crazy since I went there, but it's up by the horseshoe and it's up in the back area. Plus, if you go up there and fish the creeks, San Luis Creek actually has trout in it. A lot of the creeks up Holly Canyon Creek, there's native trout in there. It's not very legal to fish them, but I used to have fun with a little fly pole. Yeah, I want to go back down there and do a tour. Yeah, I want to fish in the creek. I don't know if I should air it because it's not quite legal. But I'd be right in the middle of creek running through the middle of houses and businesses, and it's like doesn't even look like everyone thinks it's just sewer water. Not gonna have anything. You catch a lot of like 5, 6, 7 inch little native rainbows out there. Seen some kid. I actually caught one that was about a pound and a half. Big one with like had the total freaking hooked jaws and everything. Like right by where I used to have my store, right behind all the businesses the creek runs through. And I climbed down there one time to try it, throwing a little, I think super duper or something, and I ended up catching like a pound and a half freaking trout out of there. How nice and calm it is, guys. It's like it's turned to just freaking complete glass. I was telling them earlier in the stream, I was there. I just filmed a show there. I just filmed a show there, and the water dropped while I was fishing. It dropped like 2 inches. I was only there. I was fishing for like 6 hours, and it actually dropped. I think about that much. So I don't know why they're drawing it out of there so quick. Chesborough is just barely going down, but Uvis is just like that's a lot of water. Having to drop that much when you're there for 6 hours, that's a lot of water coming out. I couldn't believe it. Well, you'll see it when the show eventually airs. But I finally noticed that a rock I was fishing by By the end of it, I looked over and suddenly it was starting to come out of the water. I'm like, that wasn't out of the water in the beginning of the show, was it, guys? Well, yeah, it's not any good now. The roadbed area where I was doing really good, there's nothing there now. You can see all the house structure and all that. But once it gets past that, I've been there when it was like 30 feet even lower, below the launch ramp and that, like a couple years ago. And it's just a straight flat, like nothingness, no rocks, no. It's just. But I did go down. If you go down further, uh, there's actually a really cool uh, bend in the channel, the old creek channel that ran through there that you can actually fish. Oh, yeah, I changed mine once, only once. I only let you do it a few times. Yeah, but yeah, well, you'll see when the show airs eventually. But if you go north, if you've seen my shows where I fish what I call the roadbed, furthest I've ever been towards the back where the creek runs in. The heck happened to my line? It's all messed up. I actually found a spot where it's like one side of it, it's 2 feet. Down from it, it's like 4 to 5 feet. And then you cast out and it's like 12, 13 feet. And there's trees and rocks down there. And it's like, this is, I guess, it's a bend where it came in and then it goes back out. And, but the way they're dropping it, unless we get an early winter, that spot will be dry by the time it's freaking by in freaking December, unless we get some rain. Don't usually see the water drop while you're fishing a lake. Maybe if you come back in a couple weeks, you'll notice it's changed. But to watch it change that much just in that little bit of time, they're not hitting the drop shot. I haven't even got a nibble or a tinky on it. Yeah, did you catch anything, Eufus? I think you said. Chesbro's better right now. There's a bunch of shad and everything still up at Chesbro. Like huge schools of shad still cruising around. In the one spot I use, not the dam, but the other spot I fish. There's just huge. I mean, size of buses, schools. You can see dark spots under the water cruising around over there. And I haven't gone back to Persona now that it's not summertime. Like, kids are back in school, so it won't be all. Yeah. No, it's just dropping too quick. All that whole area that I used to fish, that used to be great, but it's just you can see it now. You can see all the area I used to fish now. It's out of the water. All the contour and everything right there where I used to fish. Once it gets to where it is now, yeah, Chesbro's a good lake. It's fishing a lot better right now. But I want to go back to Vasona because remember last time me and Ash went there and all the kayaks and the paddling. But that summer camp, now summer's over. The kids are back in school. So when I talked to a guy, I met a guy in one of my shows talking to him. He said he showed me pictures of two good, like 3-4 pounders he caught at Versona on a chatterbait. So I might go back there and play around. I might be able to go live there. I think I can. Yeah, I'll check it out and do a live show. No, they haven't planted in here, and like they stopped before I started fishing it. I think I've been fishing it for 5 years now. Or they ended the year I came here because started coming here in beginning of summer, and That was the last year they stopped. That's why. Well, these fish are still big in here, but I couldn't imagine this fish fishing in this place when it had all the trout. I'm sure right there by the launch when they stocked those trout, it's probably freaking insane. See, and I'm going see casting towards those two things. Seems to be brush and stuff out there. I'm on the brush now, but see, the rod's bending now as I'm stuck on something, but I'm bringing it over it. But it's just not down there right now. I don't know what happened to him. Wayne, Wayne was here yesterday. He said, and he caught some. He was here in the morning, but he did good over here. He said he caught 6 or 7, and they were keepers. I know. The picture in the office and that is from a trout plant. I can tell because it's like lined up shoulder to shoulder all the way down it. Yeah, I never experienced one of those. I heard it was mayhem. People would like get in fights. People would like it was like Armageddon going on when they start the trout here. They're just not responding to this thing. I'd say it's the color, but I tried 5 or 6 different colors and I've got like 2 or 3 fish on every single color. So doesn't seem to be much of anything that stands out as better than another color. Oh, it's getting like really weird. It's getting like that low Thule fog. Like when fog comes in and you can't see like around the car and everything, but if you're driving at night, you look up and you can see the stars because all the fog's like just right on the ground. I'm like caught a little one at the dock. No, I don't think it's smoke. This has no color to it. I don't know, maybe, but I don't think it's the smoke this time because it's coming. You can see it. If you can see it right now, you can see it inside the trees and that. The other day when I went to San Jose and that, it was smoke. I mean, you could see it was orange. This doesn't have really any color to it. It's just getting that time of year, the fall, when you start getting that dense fog that just stays right on the Thule fog that stays right on the ground. It's not a high up fog that comes over. It just like sits right on the ground. So I can really see it coming into those trees right now. But if I look straight up, it's still blue sky. Yeah, it's weird. It's like fog around, but there's no fog straight up. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna go back and play with the rooster tail. Still got the white one here. Maybe I'll bring the black one over here. Reminds me of the pier. Reminds me of the pier. My line got all stuck in the chain link fence. See, I got a darker one too. It's not really, well, it's sort of black, but it's kind of got silver ones. It's got the black in the. So I might toy around with that. I'm seeing a lot of little fish coming up. A lot of things hitting the bugs and stuff real shallow. Oh, first cast. Right on shore. That's funny. I threw a drop shot all over. I never got a bite on it. Oh, back to the rooster tail. And the little one likes it. If I can just get a good one. Of course, I only have 6 pound lines. I'm catching them like crazy off the dock now. They all seem to be the same size. teeny, teeny little fish. I said, if I get a bigger one and I set the hook like I usually do, I'll probably snap them off again. Whoa. Totally disappeared right there. Oh, I went by the, I might have hit the branch. It is weird though. Did you guys notice how they switched the comments? Unless I did something. I don't think I did anything. But it's now a black background with white lettering. Yeah. Well, it was always floating. It was always floating. I don't know. A lot of people didn't notice. And the one over there, too. If you look straight across in there from the ukes, that one's floating, too. That whole section of straight across from me where those ducks are crossing. Well, I'm in the way. Straight over there where those ducks are crossing. That whole section right there, that's all floating. There's an actual tree that's in there, and you'll notice the tree. When the water goes up, suddenly you can like reach the top of the tree with your hand. And when the water goes down, suddenly the tree's like 4 feet above you. So that one's floating too. It's all lodged in there. But that one, the one that floated away, I fished it. I'm at Pinto Lake, California, Watsonville. Dinksville at the moment, at least from shore. It's a week ago when I went live, I caught 3 good keepers. Well, not on the rooster tail, but I'm just playing around with the rooster tail, showing people that these little rooster tails can catch fish. And sometimes a lot of them. Whoa, I missed it. Hello, Eric. I've got a lot of little ones, but that's it. It's Dinksville. I mean, I'm just playing around with the rooster tail right now. But last time on the rooster tail, oh, look at that. I brought him all the way in. I launched that little guy. The last time I got 2 that were almost keepers on the rooster tail, and at the end of my life feed, I snapped one off. There are some times, I mean, this is the little one. If you want to get one of the bigger half-ounce rooster tails and stuff like that, there's good fish around, especially if they're feeding on shad. You can catch some lunkers on little rooster tails. This is Pinto, Watsonville, Cal. People keep asking me to go at Johnny O. Johnny O. I don't know. I said there's also touring pros that use. They had a thing on secret little baits that you fish that nobody would think you would in tournaments sometimes when it's tough. And a couple of them said rooster tail. Yeah, I've seen personally. I've seen 211s. Actually, took a picture of it for the guy and put it on the scale. And there was evidently a 12.4 caught earlier. Yeah, 13-pounder caught this spring. Oh, there's one. Yeah, his rooster tail's still working. It's still working for him. I don't know if any of you guys are on here from the last show, but you saw it. I threw it around tons and couldn't get a friggin' bite in the evening. Yet I caught like 15 on it in the middle of the day before I went live. We can go to all the other lakes. Go to freaking Chesbro and Uvis and this is whoa, another one smacked it. This is just straight chartreuse. Just straight chartreuse. I was catching them on white. Oh, there's another one. It's I think you guys saw that one. You hit it right there. Yeah, this is way different than last time. I also have a black one on. I tried it, but I didn't get anything on it. Um, oh, look, guys. Hollywood the second right there, guys. Look. This ain't Hollywood because this ain't the same one that's over at the lawn. But every time I go live, almost a freaking muskrat goes through. What have I got? And somebody's lying. What the hell is this? Oh God, look at this guy. What the heck is this? It's like somebody's like trying to catch crawdads or something. I don't know what this is. Looks like a crawdad trap. Some sort of trap. My line's gonna freaking. Is that yours? Look, guys. That's what I pulled up. And it's got tortillas in it. And it smells really, really bad. Yeah, look, somebody had it spiked out there. Looks like a crawdad trying to get crawdads in it. I don't know. It smells terrible though. That's where my lunch went. Oh my God. I was laughing when I cast. I almost fell down. They're really starting to smack this thing now. I caught another one on the dock. Oh, look at that. You got a good one off the dock, guys. Finally. He actually caught a good one off the dock, guys. Somebody caught a keeper. Whoa. Dude, this is the littlest fish I've caught. I didn't even show you guys. Look at that, guys. It's really hard to catch one that small. Look. This is like a 2-pounder hitting a 12-inch freaking swim bait. He's still fighting the one over there on the dock. Yeah, that's my PB in if you're going golf rules. Take off my glasses. I don't eat fish. I'll do a catch and cook when I get a bunch of people around that eat fish. I keep missing them. It's on the way, guys. Oh. Not much bigger than the last one. How big is that one? Wayne caught 2 6s there last Saturday. He was standing here, but he was casting that way towards the dock. You gotta have a PB on both ends of the scales, guys. You gotta have your biggest PB and your smallest PB. It's a challenge to catch things that small. I'm telling you. He's gonna weigh the one he caught on the dock. My sunglasses are all. I got water all over them. Got water all over my phone. You stupid little fish. Oh man, I can smell that stupid thing I pulled up, man. I mean, it smells like it smells like dead, rotten freaking fish that have been sitting in that thing for like 2 weeks. It smells really bad. Yeah, I almost got a bird. No, it's just I don't know what's in there. It looked like there was tortilla in there, but I think there's a dead fish in there along with it. Yeah, it looks like it has a tortilla in there, like somebody was I don't know, probably trying to get crawdads. I would assume it's crawdads they were trying to catch. I'm still waiting to hear about the size of fish he caught over there. If I can get him to hold it up. Dead Hollywood, maybe. Here, I'll throw it that way for you guys. You can't even see him. There he is. He's right there. Still waiting to measure it over there or weigh it. Waiting to see. I think he's got the scale on it. Maybe not. All right. There we go. We'll wait for the verdict. Maybe. No, actually, a 360 live's coming, guys.
Yeah, 406.
406? Nice. 406, guys. Sitting right there where you're catching all the little ones, huh? Isn't that where you're catching a bunch of little ones? Seems the way it goes around here sometimes. You'll be in a spot and there's like catching tons of little ones, and all of a sudden, bam. Freaking catch a nice sized fish. It's usually because they start, bigger ones start feeling all the vibration and everything from the ones struggling. So that'll draw them in. They're like sharks, but not smell vibration. Well, sharks can feel things too, but sharks sense a smell. They can smell blood from like 2 miles away or something. But these bass start whoa. See, they're all over there, guys. They're all you aim towards that. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm aiming straighter out. I was at Uvis yesterday. Not that that helps you today. I don't know. I don't have another day I can be at a lake until my next lake day is Monday, and by then Uvis will probably be another freaking 15 feet lower. I don't know. I might go to. Well, I want to go back to Coyote. I haven't been there in a long time. Or Anderson. I'd make trip back. Actually, Anderson I haven't been there the longest. I did that one show at Coyote. I haven't been there since. But if I do go over that way, it's probably gonna be Chesbrough, not Uvis. Yeah, I'll let you guys. I I might do the quick little giveaway on Sunday. I don't know. I don't think any of them in Santa Clara County do. Well, actually, Vasona, I guess they still do. But yeah, no, Chesbrough. Yeah, I've never fished that. I heard about it. It was closed by the time I moved here. Moved back to the area. It was already done closed. I heard it was fun though. I found it on Google. Well, they still stock them in El Estero, guys. El Estero, the paddle boat one. Paddle boat one right there in Monterey by the wharf. Every year they dump trout in there. I think they're still in there. I don't think it gets warm enough. I think because it's right there and average temperature is like 60 something in Monterey now. I don't never check temperature there, but I think those trout live in there all year. The cormorants will gorge on them all year. But yeah, I haven't found it. Last year when I went with Ash to Vasona, there were some kids that said they were fishing for trout because they stocked it. Bluegill and shit. I've never seen bluegill in Elstera. I've seen bass. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think you got to go. I tried to find some last year so I could go have some fun and fish for some trout, but I couldn't find anywhere close enough that stocked. I didn't check for Sona. I mean, they put them in Elstera, but it's so dirty, it's hard to catch them. Usually when I'm there and that lake, it's so trout don't have good vision in dirty water. Basically, they're sticking a bunch of trout in there as freaking cormorant food. So I have seen tons of cormorants come up with trout in their mouth when I was sitting there. Sandy wool and milkweed, yeah, yeah, but still, that's another long way to go. Yeah, I guess they used to stock all those lakes: Chesbro, Uvis, Coyote, Anderson. Not anymore. Yeah, yeah, that's why they closed it. I said all they had to do was freaking drain the thing, let it sit dry. They could have filled it back up, but oh, oh my god, I got a new PB, guys. Yes. This, oh, he got off. I should have brought him up. I swear to God, that bass was as big as a lure. That bass was like that big. That was my new small PB. Ah, I let him. I should have just brought him up here. Right it short. Yeah, I think they're doing studies on it. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that they're probably using Sangusto as, and they're probably studying him in there and seeing testing to see how stuff affects them, how they might be able to kill them. Because I don't think it feeds anything. I don't think it's anybody's drinking water or anything like that. It'd be very easy for them to just freaking dry it up, let it sit for you know however long, enough that it's dry enough that they're not going to be alive and everything's going to be dead, and then they can just fill it back up. It's not like I don't think it's out there in the middle of freaking nowhere, right? Ah, need another PB. Need a micro PB. That's what these are. The biggest and the smallest. I'm gonna go back to the white. I haven't fished a white in a while. I'm playing with the chartreuse. Backlash is 6 pound line or pain in the butt. Glad I'm not getting that many. But 6 pound line, backlashes. Man, you see all those guys? I'm sure you can see them right there in front of me. All those little ones jumping. Look at that. Right there in front of that. They're like it's about as big as the one I just caught. Like teeny, like 1 inch bass, just going nuts. You see them right there? At the end of my pole. Oh, now they're doing it out there. All right. Since those colors, I might have to go white. Little bass are whitish. It's fun though. It's fun though. I caught. I said last time I went with the rooster tail and I didn't catch a thing. I know. So I think they're using it to test. Yeah, I said it's out. I don't. It doesn't supply anything. It's out there in the middle of nowhere. Take it easy. Just freaking dry it up. I mean, what's like 2 weeks if they're dry? The larvae and everything like that die. That's why your lake has to be, or your boat has to be dry for 2 weeks before you can bring it back if they find water in it or whatever. I'm surprised it hasn't transferred from there though. Gotta remember those larvae and everything can get inside bird feathers and everything else. So if it's that close, I mean, birds could easily go from that lake. Yeah, I still haven't been there. I haven't been. I haven't made it to freaking St. Louis yet. I keep wanting to go there, but always ends up being 25-mile winds when I try to go there. It's getting dark enough I can't see. Must have been baiting. Must have had it just sitting, right? Sitting and we're away from your pole. I've only had one fish do that, and that was a carp. I had a carp. I was fighting a carp on one pole, and I had another pole in the water, and a carp took off with it, and pole shot in the water, and I never did get it back. I just saw a line of bubbles shooting across towards the other side of the lake. Say, guys, it's getting so dark, I can't even tie this now. Bad choice to change colors because I can't see to tie the new one. I know it looks really bright on the screen, but it's getting dark. For those of you from the area. Well, it was a lot of fun until I decided to retie, and now I can't see my line. Sorry, I see another comment coming up. Ugh. Somebody did notice that they changed the comments, right? I mean, it's not just me, right? The comments used to be white, right? Because now there's a black background on them. I don't know what that thing is out there. See that line right there? I don't know what that is. I thought it was a. I thought it was a reed floating, but I don't think it's a reed. I think it's just a bunch of grass or something. I don't know. It's been coming this way. See, there is a current in this lake, guys. I don't know where it comes from or what it does, but there's absolutely no wind. And actually, the wind's blowing that way. See that thing you see out there right there? You can barely see it right now. It started out like I saw it down there coming to the point, and now look, it's all the way up here in front of me. So I don't know why there's a current in here. Night mode is light. No, you can fish here. Just need a license. Just normal fishing. Oh, felt like one hit it again. It's hard to put myself. Yeah, no, this is just normal. No permits, just a fishing license. And yeah, they check them quite a bit. They used to. I don't know. I used to see the fishing game here a lot. I don't know. I think my crazy megabyte on a rooster tail might be over. All my micro hogs I was catching. Vasqueros. Now, Vasqueros is just a license. Los Vasqueros, right? Not just Vasqueros. That lake I've been to. I did a show there. Didn't catch anything. Yes, those. Yeah, no, just a license. I know they put big, huge trout in there. I've seen the pictures of those big ass trout they put in there. Try to put the big ones in there so the freaking stripers don't eat them. I think the stripers still eat them. Now, the one time I went there, yeah. The one time I went there, it was the fullest it ever been since they filled it, which was like 2 years ago when we had all that rain. And it was really dirty. And nobody was catching anything. I guess all the locals told me that was one of the first times I've ever seen that lake like be dirty because it's usually really clear. It's all brown and muddy. So I'm like, there's Hollywood the Second going right there, guys. Hollywood's brother. See if I can catch Hollywood. Oh, oh my God, I almost got him. He didn't even flinch. I swear my lure landed like dead on him, but at like 5 inches past him. And he didn't even stop. He didn't go underwater. He just kept going. Muskrats around here are brave. He's still moving. He just went under. He's beelining it all the way. It's like he's heading over towards the islands. Whoa, what the hell? Yeah, I think it's too dark now, guys. I think my rooster tail bite went away. Dang it. Should have got that one fish up, man. That was definitely my small PB. That was my biggest small PB, I guess. You have a big PB and you have a small PB. That was definitely it. I'm serious, guys. It was like that big. I don't even know how we got it so close. Just like right here in front of me. No, they're done. They're done. My hot rooster tail bite is dead. Plus the light's almost dead. Yeah, that's it. Ugh, I think this one's over, guys. No more playtime. There seems to be no more playtime with them. Man, I got stuff spread out everywhere around here. Let me put my pole down. Let me put my lures down. It's kind of cool. I didn't realize I can actually fit lures on the little brace to the thing. Actually, I think I can hang them too. But the arms that come out of my thing are actually kind of beveled, so I can sit those lures. Never thought about that. It's kind of cool. All right, guys. Yeah, that's going to be doing it for this one. I can barely see. The fantastic rooster tail bite I had is gone. All those big fish are just nowhere now. They weren't big, but come on, guys. This time, at least, I proved you can catch them on it. Yeah. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be uploading a blog, and I said it's not about fishing. And I want to see if you guys like it or not. It's something, I don't know. I used to do skateboarding and snowboarding videos and other videos like that. And and it was just me kind of going around showing you guys some things. And I don't know. Hope you like it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different. Like you can see. Yeah, I can skate a little bit. Um, used to snowboard really well too. Um, yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be coming up tomorrow, probably. It's a lot of fun to edit. I like doing things that's not fishing. It's just me kind of walking around and showing you guys some stuff and talking to people. There's nowhere really to skate. I've done some of mine where I skate to my car in the intro. But yeah, that coming up tomorrow, and I don't know if you guys noticed. Nobody said anything about that. I changed the music a little bit in my intro, kind of to a different part of that song, the "Here We Go" song. But I'm actually gonna be switching it up to a completely different song on the next one. That song I've been using it for like 4 years now, 5 years, and I kind of want to like the vintage song. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try a new one under it. It's kind of more. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw one on it. I spent a long time doing the intro. I kind of had fun with it. If not, I can always go back to the old one. I mean, or I can just keep kind of switch it back and forth. But it's a fun new one. It kind of keeps up with like Under the Conditions. I've changed that song, and I've actually changed my the ending credit song a little more upbeat than that. I don't know, something just more back to my sort of DJ days when I did a lot of like faster music, more upbeat, fun music. And it's my own. It's not any music anybody else can be using because it's from some DJs that I met in that are like mix up mesh. That's where I'm getting that music, and it's not copyrighted. But I just don't want to use all the music everybody else uses. Everyone uses all. I see so many fishing videos and watch them, and it's all the same beats everybody uses for their B-roll and their intros, and because it's all the stuff you can get. Dang it, I'm getting attacked by flies that you can get off the internet or off YouTube and that to use. So this will be fun. But like I said, I'm gonna throw that up in the next song, in the next show. No, it's not. It's not a known song or anything. I mean, it's a measure, but like I said, I'm gonna throw it up. I mean, I changed it in the last one that, and nobody said anything about it, or nobody said, "Oh, it sucks" or whatever. But we're switching that up, and I said the new one that's the blog that's gonna be kind of fun. That's coming up tomorrow, and I think Sunday I'm gonna come up and do a quick little giveaway, probably in the evening again. Uh, might It'll probably just be at my house. So I'm not at a lake, but I might pop up and do a quick little giveaway for you guys. Some spinner baits I'm gonna make up for you. So my double blade and lots of shows coming. I said sorry guys, I'm getting behind. I have like 15 shows done that I got to get edited. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I see a lot of you been hanging out for a while with me. Uh, uh, I just threw the underspin and cut a little like 4 inches, 5 inches. But I was just playing around with the Rooster tail because I wanted to have redemption. Because the last time I used it, I didn't catch anything on it, and I caught my new smallest PB. It was like that big, and I caught one even smaller, and he got off right at the bank. I was so pissed. It was like my new small PB. I think the thing was like that big. Yeah, guys, thanks a lot. Nice, 8 likes. Thanks for that too. But yeah, the new intro. You guys have to tell me what you think of it. That'll be coming probably on. Oh no, this one was this one was a great one. Yeah, I think like I said, I'm putting up a cool little blog I did tomorrow. Hopefully, it's tomorrow Friday, so maybe Saturday or Sunday, I'll be able to put the show up with the new intro. I didn't change the imagery really in it, but I just changed the music and intro. So I'm gonna see what you guys think of that. And yeah, thanks guys. Next time I see you live, probably be Sunday for the for a quick little update. Thanks for hanging out. join us again. Join us for fishing shows or tips and tricks, body bites, all the fun stuff we do here, guys. And see you next time. Get ready to have quick fingers for the quick little giveaway on Sunday. Thanks. See you guys.